Face's office. This is Orion Acaba, who is
Hello.
a voice actor extraordinaire who's had an extraordinary, tremendous year
Yeah.
in terms of projects, and he's fresh out of E3, so I'm sure we can get all of his observations. So what are you general impressions before we hit everybody with all of the stuff they can hear you with?
About E3.
E3, yes.
I would say this is. Oh, it's so hard. I'm so biased, but it's. I think it's my favorite E3 yet.
Wow. Okay.
Nintendo usually has a very like a big closed, big space but closed, and this time it was they were just big pillars and it was just Smash Brothers. They just did it right. It was just Smash Brothers like just everywhere. It was awesome. So Nintendo was just nothing but fun everywhere, and PlayStation had the same setup as they did last year.
Hello, everybody.
And
Hi.
hello. PlayStation had the same setup as they did last year, and I liked the setup last year, so that was cool. Xbox did the same thing, and poor Xbox.
Everything was bathed in a green light in there.
Yes, the 4 games that were in there.
Oh no!
But it was great. There were some cool events throughout.
Cool.
There was some cool panels at Turtle Beach, like for the headphone company things,
Absolutely.
and so there were some like really cool voice actors there and voice directors there doing panels, and
Very cool.
and just the whirlwind of the fun stuff. Bethesda has some great stuff. There's games everywhere. There's so many games. It's great.
A playground.
It's great.
A veritable playground.
Yeah.
Oops, 180 says hello, voice in my head. Oh, well, there you go. I didn't know. I didn't see that included in one of your credits. You're the voice in Oops 180's head. All right.
Yes, this is the voice I use
Well,
while Oops is sleeping.
lucky you, Oops.
There's a
Golden Goku says Master Akaba's most glorious return. Ha.
yes.
Yes. We're very lucky to have him back for this very special. This is the night that E3 concluded.
Yeah, this is the last night.
Well, let me, to give people a little bit of context before we get back into it, I'm going to read off this list you've so generously provided us with. You're a busy man. You are a very busy man. Y'all at home, get used to this voice. You don't have to get used to it tonight because you're going to get used to it all throughout the year. Orion Acaba is going to be in, he's expected to be in, no, excited about, there we go, I can read.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy Agito 9, so Final Fantasy Type O. That was announced today.
Yeah, Type 0.
Type 0.
Agito and is coming out next month, and Type 0 is coming out, I think, at the end of the year probably.
Awesome.
With an HD remaster on the Xbox One and PS4.
Amazing.
And I play 9 in both of those.
Very cool. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, where you're Crazy Dave.
I'm still Crazy Dave, yes.
Pac-Man 2 as Clyde.
Yeah, the orange dopey ghost.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Wow, that's quite the resume. You could tell the ladies in the bars. You know that dopey ghost in Pac-Man.
Dopey ghost. I sound like this. This is the voice I used. Like for real, that's what he sounds like.
I love it. And in Armored Warfare, Mission Control is your voice.
Yeah.
Or Mission Control.
I'm Mission Control, yeah.
Wow.
In Armored Warfare. I'm a bunch of stuff in that, but
Nice.
I'm pretty much Mission Control. So
Very cool.
I like that a lot.
Pillars of Eternity, you're the protagonist. You're the narrator.
Yes. And this a
cool.
character, Odima, but he's like a supporting character, but those are the big 2.
And those are only the ones you could think of.
Or I can talk about
Oh,
for now.
or you could talk about.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I knew about you just
You get some congratulations from Shamdios. Congrats on your 9 roll.
Thank you. I'm super stoked about 9. Now I'm just thinking about 9.
Just reveling in the glory that is that great accomplishment. That's really cool. You have to be excited.
I'm super excited. I knew Armored Warfare and Pillars of Eternity was gonna be which is being done by Obsidian, which is a bunch of great guys, and I've been working with them from early stages on from the game development. So it's been really cool to kind of be their go-to guy for these projects.
Cool.
And that's been fun. I also recently did for any D&D nerds out there. I also did Elminster for Neverwinter online.
Very cool.
Elminster is a legendary wizard of the old guard, and he sounded kind of like a serious Gandalf
Incredible.
thing I did. But but I didn't know about Final Fantasy. I didn't know that they were going to announce it. I thought honestly they were going to hold it for Tokyo Game Show, because I knew Square like was going to announce a bunch of games, because I mean like they just had to. Like they didn't really do much last year except announce ideas for games.
Right.
You know, like
and pretty trailers. Yeah.
Acaba Cadabra's back. Hello,
yeah,
face
you're quite popular. Everybody is excited about your return.
As 9 a secret for over 2 years. It was. Thank you. Mr. is badass. They directed me in making him. They're like, it's not Gandalf. He's not Gandalf, and he's like he has to be badass, but he's kind of oldish. So I kind of just did like a super asshole Gandalf.
Super asshole Gandalf.
And it worked. But yeah, keeping it a secret for 2 years. That was hard. That was very hard. Because you understand, like, I posted this on my Facebook too, and you guys can add me if you want to follow me on Twitter. And also, I'm a lot more active on there now, mainly because of this, you know. But like, I've done stuff, and I work, and it's like, you know, it's hard to be an actor and be an entertainer in this town, as you very well might know.
No, it's easy for me.
Yeah, it was, I mean, I'm sorry, it's super easy for her.
No,
like,
no.
never mind.
No,
I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's brutal.
but
continue.
But yeah, but like, I don't know. I was getting these characters, but not that one, not that big anchor character. I like to call them anchor characters. Like every actor has them, you know, and it's just the one where I can like start doing conventions and people will care, you know, like and I want to do that because I've played, owned, and beat like all of the Final Fantasies, like with the exception of 14 and 11, because those were online and I didn't play those. But well, the rest of them I have, and so and it was funny because I was actually talking to the Square, one of the Square reps, and I was like, I'm so excited about this game because I knew what the game was, and even before I was cast in it, I was super excited because the format that they're using, they're throwing elements of tactics in there. Nice. They're throwing elements of just old school Final Fantasy feel with that new school movement.
Cool.
And
Very
it's
cool.
such a nice blend. And I was like, yeah, because the last two kind of sucked.
Oh.
I mean, the
You said this to the Square rep?
Yeah, I did.
Oh wow.
And it's not like they were terrible, but it was just like, come on, like we know what Final Fantasy games can do, and they wanted to streamline it and make it more like just like a smoother something than it wasn't. And Final Fantasy is supposed to be like dirty a little bit, and this Type 0 and the Agito like world, it's still in the Crystal world in that universe, but it's dirtier. It goes back to that kind of grit I think all of us like about the older ones, and. and that's the reason I loved it. And so when I saw that after the Agito trailer, there's a screen cap of the HD version, and it looks beautiful. Yeah. And I'm like, I can't believe now I'm part of this story, and it's going to be amazing. And so it drove me. I'm sorry to finish the question. It drove me nuts because I couldn't like say anything.
Yeah.
And there's so many times like, you know, even on the lows of you know, not working that much, you know, and you know, I knew that title was out there floating. I'm like things would be different if this was out already, you know, like, and it's just hovering out there in the ethos. And then it just poof, all of a sudden it was there, and
now it's on the map. And now you have been formally entered into the annals of Final Fantasy history, and you made it.
Ah,
you're a legend.
Ah, it's so cool. I get to play with myself all the time.
What?
Okay, that was.
It's all right. It's the internet. You're allowed to say that and do that on other channels, not this one. Shamdeo feels your pain. It drove us nuts too, Orion.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Someone scored a Smash Brothers T-shirt at E3.
Ah, yeah.
What? But you have an interesting.
There's an interesting story. My E3 has been. I'll tell you this story. I met Hideo Kojima.
Oh my God!
That was very briefly, but I managed to do it.
Nice.
It was amazing. It was great, and I pooped myself a little bit. But no, I went with Christina V. Everybody knows Christina V, yes?
Yep. Lovely,
and
lovely.
I was shirt crazy. I was just like, the only kind of swag I want is like a cool shirt, and I want one of these so bad because I love Smash Brothers. And she's like, oh, let's play together, so it ups our odds. And so we played, and it's 2 2-minute rounds, right? And then you warm up for one, and then the second one, whoever wins that gets the shirt.
Ah, I see.
And I picked Donkey Kong because that's my guy, and I rarely lose. I rarely lose with Donkey Kong, but only when it's because I play stock and no time limit. I sucked butt. Like,
wow.
When playing this, I got my ass handed to me because everybody's playing so fast, and I don't play that way. I wait and do the wind up. Everybody goes kind of thing, and she won.
Oh.
Christina V won me this shirt.
Who was she playing?
Pikachu.
Oh, that was very sweet of her.
She beat face. It was. I was like, I got such a gamer boner over that. It was so incredible.
And she gave you the shirt. Amazing.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, and she's like, here you go. I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool.
Face Poppy says she should change her name to Christina X because she's a 10.
Nice,
Oh,
Face
Face
Poppies.
Poppies.
That's pretty great.
Save that one for when you see her in person.
What's my 9 like? Oh, 9 voice like.
Oh, are you guys gonna get a preview? Are you allowed to preview your 9 voice?
I have no idea.
Oh, I don't want to get you in trouble. And now everyone hates me because I'm wrenching it away from them. What do you think?
I wonder if is that a thing? Can they announced it? Well, if there's gameplay.
That's a tough call, huh?
I don't know. I'll see.
Huh? Interesting.
I'm sure.
He'll he'll think about it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't.
Shamdio, do it. I won't tell. There you go. All right, guys.
Okay.
Gamer boner, not offensive at all. That's cool. Well, this question's going to get asked. First of all, someone already asked how to get into the voice acting industry, which you're going to get asked a bunch of times for, I'm sure.
Sure.
Oh, okay. Short But Evil wanted to ask if you would say objection. She also seems now to ask if you can talk about any of your Helsing stuff.
Helsing stuff I cannot talk about. And I'm sorry that I can't. But I mean, I know that the series is amazing and super great.
That's what you guys get. That's all you get. That it's amazing and it's super great, and you have to wait.
Hold it! And I broke something.
That was impressive.
That's the voice.
And do you have any tips for people who are wondering about how to get into the voice acting industry?
Yeah, there are plenty of tips. Can they come and see the episode I was on before?
Yes,
on
they
your
can
website?
actually. Yep, it is.
So find that episode.
That's right. You spoke at length about it.
I spoke pretty in depth about that.
Absolutely.
So, and I gave some advice, and that still applies. So if you were
Twin Galaxies.
Favorite voice actor.
Oh my God, that is such
It's tough, huh?
Who's my favorite voice actor? God. That is, what? Which one? What?
No. Mittenkin was about to ask that, so I was giving her the thumbs up.
Oh, jeez.
Short But Evil says, answer Steve Bloom. There is no other answer. There's Kevin Conroy. A lot of people say Kevin Conroy.
You know what though? It's. Oh God. My head's gonna explode. It's like a scene from. I feel like I'm in Scanners right now.
You guys, what are you doing? Come on, why are you trying to kill our guest?
God is your favorite voice actor. I don't know. I mean, I like so many people for so many different reasons. I mean,
yeah, just list a few off.
I mean, Liam. Here's the thing. These are all like my friends.
Yeah.
So it's like really weird going like, which my favorite one? Because then if I see one, they're like, hey, no, none of them would do that.
They're like, come on.
Total.
What am I, chop liver?
I don't know. I like Liam. I like Liam O'Brien. His delivery a lot because he does this thing all the time. And he's like, "Hey, I'm Liam O'Brien," and I'm doing him, but he like, oh, let me that's my Jesse from Breaking Bad thing where he says "speaking to the mic, bitch," but I just have it to all my voiceover email.
Oh.
So, because I'm a dork.
That's so funny.
I forgot what I was talking about.
Oh, your favorite voice actors,
Oh,
and Liam,
yes,
Liam O'Brien.
Yeah,
Yes.
but he has such like he has such a hefty quality to his voice, and he's very dynamic in range, surprisingly dynamic in range, and because he's so like tenor, he can go much higher, and it's really he's good. But then I mean I have like my other all my friends.
You guys are trying to kill him.
Like
aren't you?
Dave Mitchell is incredible. Like he can do like when I can't figure out an accent to do, I go to him like, how do I do this? And he's like this, and then I go and leave him like, okay, now I can do this,
Nice.
because of him. Like he's incredible. Like Fred Tatasciore is like a beast. Like he's one of the kindest people. His heart is bigger than this studio. Like he's just a great person, and he's all over the map. So how do you? There's not a favorite. I mean, like Laura Bailey is one of my favorite chickadees. Like she does all kinds of stuff. Jennifer Hale's incredible. Christina V is like she's kicking ass. Like
She's adorable. She was Catwoman in my music video.
Matthew Mercer, like he's
had a tremendous year too.
He's had, I mean,
yeah,
that's a great thing, because he's also in he plays Trey in Type 0 in Nagito, and we did Shin Megami Tensei 4 together. You know, he was Walter, I was Jonathan. Like it's been cool to do a bunch of games with your friends. Like I would say, I mean, Sam Riegel's an incredible talent. Like he does so much amazing stuff, and I mean, he's my Phoenix Wright. I mean, like, I can't answer that. I can kind of just go on Taliesin Jaffe, like, who I can just throw aces at you all day. Stephanie Shea is like nuclear bombs out of a tiny little package. Like, Valerie Aram does a lot of great work too. She does. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that do amazing work. Ashley Birch.
Oh yes, we love Ashley Birch around
here. Ashley Johnson.
Yes.
She's incredible. She was, my favorite part of Last of Us. Like, I loved her character, and then on just pure talent alone, Troy Baker is incredible. Like
total
there's. It's hard to split hairs when you got a bunch of people that are swinging and batting like 1,000 all the time. So I don't think I'm quite there yet. I'm still Padawan. And we're talking about Jedis.
Yeah. Well, we've you definitely are worthy of those of that chronicle.
And I'm sorry, and of course,
you're having an amazing. Oh, yeah.
That was of course Steve Bloom.
You're having a tremendous year. This is only going to get better. You had won that BTVA award for breakout actor. It sounds like the momentum is really going for you. So, do you count yourself among the greats that you've listed, or do you definitely see yourself being there in not too long?
You know what, I don't know. I like to. I'm definitely not like a private anymore. I would like to consider myself. I always use this fucking metaphor, but like I always consider myself like a captain or in those kind of ranks. But these are generals we're talking about. These guys work all the time, like
right.
Almost every day. On something.
Wow.
And
very impressive.
Yeah, and I don't work every day. Not yet anyway. But for me, it's still like it's a nice trend.
Perhaps it's quality and not quantity.
No.
Yeah,
I mean, it's I'm still the new kid on the block.
Cool.
Like, and that's the thing. I mean, people like when you check out that episode where I talk about it, like keep in mind that I've been at this for 7 years, and this is where I'm at just now. Like, there's always so much more to learn, and I have a lot more to learn. Like, cool. I don't have a greenhorn anymore, but.
That's a really sweet, realistic attitude to have about a career that you're watching rise. So, I like very much that you've got that humbleness about you. And you've made quite an impact on an audience because very memorable as DJ Sketch pops in and says, "Oh snap, it's Mr. Orion Acaba."
DJ Sketch.
There you go.
What up?
One visit and you're like a favorite around here. I love it. Very cool.
That's fun.
Have you thought to maybe go up into acting in movies and stuff? Oh, you had that cool news today that you probably can't talk about.
No, I can.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
great.
no, I actually just got repped for on-camera commercial like an hour or two ago, which was cool, through AVO, who I'm with, which is my agency.
Very cool.
I was with them just for voiceover. So yeah, I mean, yeah, and I have plans to try to get a theatrical agent and do some stuff. I mean, I do stuff online, and there's you know, I did like a Deadpool thing and on Superpower Beatdown, and I have a couple more things on the way, just like funny sketches and stuff, because I studied under UCB, the Upright Citizens Brigade, and
oh, cool.
so I do improv and
Nice.
I like to do comedic acting stuffs, and
Nice. Multi-talented.
I'm a goofball, so we just kind of like film goofball shit. You
Nice.
know? But yeah, absolutely.
multi-talented. Very cool.
Yeah. Well,
Ryan, since you don't work every day, does that mean you have time to play more video games? Because I would hope that's a plus side.
there that was I fell into that. That was just I was a musician. I still technically, I guess, am still a musician, but I was in a band and I wanted to do music my whole life, and that or a good portion of my life, and then that fell to the wayside, and I kind of was stuck creatively. I didn't know what I was going to do with my life, and I was like just working at Apple in like Sherman Oaks, and which was awesome. And then I was kind of guided towards taking a voiceover class, and then everybody at my work actually was super supportive about like me, because when I got my first demo done, like people were like, "Oh shit, like you're serious and you can do things," and I'm like, "Well, I've been trying, you know, but you know, yeah," and that's just kind of how it was, and just kind of like quickly metamorphosed from there, like, to answer that question.
Lovely.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
really cool. So you fell into it, but you didn't quite fall into it. You took all the necessary steps to take the momentum from the falling and turn it into a speedy dash. That was I don't know how to. You know, it's funny because people tend to say that, but you find that the people that are succeeding, really, it's not that they have more opportunities. It's that they grasp like tightly the opportunities that they come across. Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, a lot of it is, I mean, I don't know how crazy this is going to make me sound, but I kind of, I like to think that I don't leave anything up to anything other than making my own fate happen for myself. Like, I am a strong believer in willpower. So
Cool.
I'm of the mind of, like, if everything that I've got, you know, well, a lot of the things I've got, I haven't had any help getting. And it's been through luck and sheer fucking will, I swear. It's just like, I'm going to make this happen, and then I figure out ways to make those things happen. And
You'd make a great Green Lantern.
there's oh, that'd be cool. Maybe the voice. I'm too ethnic to be actually Green Lantern, but I wouldn't cast me as Green Lantern. That'd be terrible.
It's somebody's morning.
Good morning.
Sierra, I bet that's how you're spelling your name. Whereabouts are you from? Where are you from, I should say. Thank you. I've become ultra deep after reading a few poetry things, plays bongos, and wears beret. I don't know what you're referring to, Claire. Have you met Claire in person ever?
Who?
I think she's a friend of Talison's. Short but evil.
Oh.
Claire, get your face in the camera so we could see you. There she is. She's not always making that face.
I'll do this. There. Now I'm waving to you.
What is the most valuable advice, not necessarily specific to voice acting, you've ever received? The most valuable advice ever.
Oh.
That's a big question.
I'm just thinking of
Wow.
like, which is the one thing that really punched me in the face when it was said to me? Because there's been a couple of those things, and they're always good. But I think I think the most important thing I think I ever like learned was, or was told was, your reading ability is just as important as your acting ability in voiceover. Like, yeah, like the reason that 90% of whoever submits are just not going to cut the mustard, even to get representation, is because of that factor alone. And I was lucky enough to learn that kind of in like year 2.
Huh.
I was still green, and I mean, technically you're green until like 6 years. That's how like time in amongst the tribe sees it. Yeah, I think that answers that question, right?
Interesting. I think so. I know there are a lot of people in here who are interested in voice acting, and there was something. I don't. Was it you that mentioned this last time? A lot of people think that to be a voice actor.
DJ Sketch. That's so awesome.
Aww.
Thank you for saying that, man.
Aw. Look, you're changing lives.
Yeah,
we're happy to provide the platform through which you can inspire Mr. DJ Sketch here.
I'm sorry. But
No, I totally. I think it was you that was saying it. How it might not have been you, but it would have been another voice actor who also full of good advice. Something about how a lot of people think that voice acting is just doing crazy voices or imitating voices on TV, and it really isn't.
Yeah, that's a huge misconception. Like, accents are not. I say this all the time. Accents are not characters. They're not voices. They're a manner of speaking of a person from a different place. That's a big thing. Just because you do a Scottish guy, like doesn't mean they're going to kiss you all the time for this dude. Like, there really not that many parts that can go with his voice. So like it's. But if I'm just talking and then he's just a Scottish guy, right? And he's just hanging out, and then he's just a guy. And now I'm just doing a voice in this character. I'm not going overboard or anything. I'm just doing the thing.
Yeah,
right.
It's genuine.
And there's a difference. Like silly voices are silly voices. Everybody can do a lot of the same voices. That's another thing people need to realize too. Like, a lot of people can do this weird thing. That's called a bubble voice. Bob Bergen told me that. Bubble voice.
There's a technical term for it.
But a lot of, it's cool, but
yeah, that's right. A lot of people did. It's either Gollum or Stitch, right?
Yeah.
That voice typically. Yeah.
And when do you do Gollums?
Do you have any suggestions on where I can submit voiceover information?
Well, that depends, precious. What kind of information you're sending?
No, what kind of information are you talking about? Like, what kind of information? Like, a resume, a demo, or what? Are you asking what kind of? What are you asking?
Thinking.
Oh,
He's thinking. Let's see. Or you
Is there any list of companies or any web addresses I can go to submit my information and submit my voice out there as well?
Yeah. Everybody can go to the voiceover resource guide, or maybe I think it's .com. I'm not sure, honestly, but you can go there, and they have everything. All the agents, where you get your demos done. It is the Bible into which where you can. That's where step 1 is.
And Mitten wanted to know.
Does it cost anything?
What was that?
Does it cost anything? Was the follow up? It sounds.
It's the internet. It's free. What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, you just go to the website and you get information there. It's totally free.
It's not.
Thank you. I can truly appreciate that. That was really epic of you.
Oh yeah, man, for sure.
Mittenkin wanted to know if you recommended any local voice acting schools that she could enroll in.
Kidman is. Are you in LA?
Yes, she is.
Okay. Yeah, I would go to Voicecaster. They do great. That's where I went.
Nice.
I went to Voicecaster to get my feet wet. I took their novice and beginners, and then I felt confident enough to go out and make my demo at that point.
Nice.
And as far as making your demo goes, if you think it's good, if you think you're good enough to get your demo done, then get it done. If you have doubt, then you probably are not ready to get it done. And it's just as simple as that. Like, you'll know when you're on point. You'll feel it in your reads, and that just takes time. You know.
Nice.
And, yeah.
Yeah, for I think this is an industry. It's a career that people probably have a lot of misconceptions about.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, and it's good because it keeps the competition the hell away from me. You know, it's like, all right, cool. And honestly,
Hi, Greg.
and honestly, like it hurts a lot. I mean, the reason that it's so hard for people to get representation now is because of all the other
saturation.
people.
Yeah, the saturation of people being like, I recorded myself on my
I mean,
laptop mic and I'm ready.
And in the on-camera world as well. I mean, it's completely saturated. You know, it's like I just got an on-camera agent, and I'm like, cool. Now I'm gonna go against like, instead of 600 dudes on a voiceover, you know, audition or something, like I'm going up against like 1,200 people, you know, on any given audition, and that's ridiculous. But it's a lot of people, I think, just not being honest with themselves. Like, I know when I suck on an audition. I'm like, oh, that sucked.
Oh,
You know, I'm
no.
like, I can't do this. Like, there's roles I don't read for because I'm like, I can't do this. I'm not going to try because I'm not going to make myself look like an asshole.
Oh,
you
no.
know? But that's the thing. Like, the good actors can do that. They can say, this isn't right for me. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Oh, I like that. There again is the very appealing humility and humbleness that you've got that we appreciate.
Oh,
Very cool.
Stop.
That's very cool. I mean, we have some people that show up where it's painful to get through their interview because they're so full of themselves and like high up on their, very high on themselves and what they think they are. And being a host, the four of us now in here have to. It's professionally our job to sit through it and act like it doesn't bother us, right? And so it's always refreshing when we have people who are genuine and honest and humble and one day you'll be so famous that you won't be that way anymore and you'll forget about us. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
No, I'm kidding.
No. I'm taking. I take example from people and hell, like you don't. People shouldn't forget where they come from.
I could tell you've had good mentors. I could tell that like immediately.
I've been lucky as hell.
Yeah.
I've been lucky as hell.
People who instilled you with the right attitude.
Like I got Phil Lamar, Maurice LaMarche telling me
cool.
what to do. Like within the first few months of me trying, like I met Maurice LaMarche at the Apple Store because I was working there.
Cool.
And like my buddies knew, like I was, they're like, hey man, the guy who did Brain is like out there. And I was like, what? And I went out and like. And that's how I met him. I started talking to him, and
Cool.
I met Phil Lamar through, like, he was being interviewed on this thing, and I was there, and then we started talking after that. Like,
Cool. Very cool.
And I just did exactly what they told me to do. Like,
Nice.
I didn't go like, well, I'm an actor, and I'm going to do things my way with your advice. I was just like, no, I'm going to do what you guys do because you are awesome.
And it worked.
And it worked. And then I had some other great, like, Liam O'Brien is a huge mentor of mine. Dave Mitchell is a gigantic mentor of mine. Like,
Cool.
I mean, so even Sam Riegel and Matthew Mers, they're all, I mean, they're all my friends, but they're also mentors too, in the sense that, like, when we're not talking about, because we don't get together and talk about work, but when we're hanging out, we're friends and people, whatever. Everybody's people.
Cool.
We're all winners.
We're all winners.
But I've been watching a lot of Parks and Rec. Sorry. But
Don't ever apologize for watching a lot of Parks and Rec.
Okay. But no, like but as professionally speaking, like, they all outrank me, and they know more than I do. Like, there's no two ways to cut it. They've been doing it longer.
Huh.
They have more experience. They have the advice to give. So
All I hear you saying is really that you're like open to learn. I love that.
yeah,
It's just
and,
that attitude that you're having is like that.
and don't get me wrong, I'm a super like aggressive dude and whatever, but I'm really malleable. So like I might be like, well, this sucks. And usually I say that for everything. So like I don't like people when I generally meet them the first time because I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? And then like within 5 minutes I'm like, oh, cool, you like MST3K? We're awesome.
Why do you think that is? We're gonna go deep, guys. We're gonna go real deep.
We're gonna go super deep. Why do I think that?
Did somebody hurt you that we need to hurt now?
So many people. No, it's really being. I'm from LA. I was born in Hollywood.
Nope, enough said. I'm not like I know now exactly what happens.
But it's the thing of like, you know, I've met so many fake people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And the whole thing about Los Angeles, like, people from California are chill as fuck. All right, let's get the record straight. The people who suck are the transplants that come here to be Californians. And those are the stereotypes and all the crap that sucks about this state. I mean, that's like 90% of people I know are transplants, and I'm not saying those people are it, but you know what I'm talking about. There is that's what the deal is.
Well, they come and think they have to talk the talk and walk the walk, and they overdo it, and that is because it's always the vocal minority that
chatting.
We're just chatting.
We're just having a good time.
Oh, because Greg is one of our dear friends and a frequenter of the lounge. Is got a barbecue going on.
Oh.
And yeah, so.
Oh man.
Hold on, I got one. I think he has a question. Hey, Neostorm, how's it going?
Hey guys.
Hey, Neostorm. He was there last time.
Yep. He's been working hard. There he is in the chat, down in the corner with his handsome self.
Is that Mr. Abacadabra?
It is. It's. Yep. I'm gonna turn this up so we can hear you.
So what was that? Wait.
What? One more time.
Master of Orion.
Master of Orion.
Master of
One time. Now I'm leaving Cali because I'm tired of the people. Fake is indeed the best way to describe most people there. I don't know most, Panzer.
You know, somebody asked about a job. If I had a one voiceover job, what would
yeah,
it be?
what would you have if you had one?
Like an existing one that it happens, or like if I could just like say.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Like if you could do any voiceover, where would it be, and what?
Like just make up a show or something, or like.
Or like an
just
existing
any
voice?
shows that you like haven't done but you wanted to.
Oh, I would,
Like you could see yourself as that character.
Oh, Nightcrawler.
Oh, nice.
Nightcrawler, all the way.
Nice.
Like I would. So I've accomplished literally a dream of mine doing 9 and Type 0 Final Fantasy. Like that's like I cannot wait to play my character and level my shit up. Like
amazing.
I'm super stoked. So that's one thing. The second thing is a lead in like an Atlas game, like the next Persona, like Persona 5. I know that's coming out sometime. I have no idea what's going on with that, but like I would love to be in that one. And but Nightcrawler is definitely like something I would love to do.
Awesome.
Like for sure.
Now I have a question. It's a tough one, and it tells me a lot about what kind of actor you are. And there's no wrong answer. But
what's your question, mein Fräulein?
My question is, if you had to choose between doing a career of voices where none of them are really super famous, like the anchor, the large one, but have a very long, varied career, or one voice that you're known for that kind of typecasts you and ruins everything else, which would you rather have if you had to choose one or the other? But you'd be known forever for that voice.
Definitely the first, not the latter.
Okay. Even if it meant never having a big character, but having a lot of...
I'd rather have an army.
Yeah?
Than a single Colossus.
Cool.
No.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I've asked actors that question about, like, if you say you were going to play Batman, but you knew that you would never get another role because people would call you Batman forever, would you take, not Batman forever, but Batman for all time, would you take that role? And it's been interesting hearing actors say one or the other. But so you'd rather have the long, illustrious, but a little bit downstated career versus the big voice that you'll be known for forever. Very cool. Yeah. Now, why is that?
I just think I don't know. I can do a lot of stuff, and the fact that I'm even pursuing like any on-camera stuff at all, like I know I'm going to be very limited to what I'll be cast as because of how I look, and I would never ever want to confine myself in a voiceover sense because I can play in a giant world with many different characters, and I would not want to have those. I would not want to be bound that way with my voice either.
Interesting.
No.
Very cool. I'm gonna see about getting that MooBot fixed because NVIDIA is no longer here. 1 second.
Whoa.
But
I'll answer that question about Orion, and I answered it last time. But Orion, I was named after the New Gods character Orion. I tell everybody for the most part that I'm named after the constellation because it's just easier. But like, yeah. I guess. I mean, it is. But like, I'll be like, Thief 2 or like Thug 1. Like that's, unless I get like some, or Drug Addict 5. I mean, like, I don't, that's
Drug Addict 5.
That's I can do accents and stuff, so that will help me. I can, because I could be Middle Eastern, I could, whatever, and, or I can be British too. You guys, they look like me all the time. Okay?
Like the Indian British.
Right. Yeah.
Cool.
So there's I don't know.
Cool.
There's yeah.
All right, guys. Now stay tuned. We're gonna have a 7-second station identifier, and then we'll be back. Or maybe not. He might not be there. We're probably live again. I think
Are we
we're live again.
Can you hear us?
Y'all at home?
Yep, we can hear you.
We're live.
Okay.
I can hear you fine.
All right.
I am Orion Pax.
God, Orion.
Got another one for you.
So you guys, every time that MooBot pops up, you're going to see a number of social media links. That'll take you directly to Orion's Facebook and his Twitter, which you can follow and like, respectively, and be up to date on all his adventures in voice acting land. Yeah. Now, of the ones of the big that you're able to talk about now, you would say the most excited you are about those roles would be for 9. Yes. Absolutely. Cool.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. He's such the reason I like, other than it being Final Fantasy, it's. If I could ever act in a movie, what would it be? Metal Gear when they make it. That's easy.
Cool.
But with that session, I was driving home the last day, and I was tearing up a little bit, and
cool.
and it was just because I was so happy.
Cool.
And that's only happened a couple times.
That's
but,
beautiful.
I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm fucking in this game.
Amazing.
So now it's out, and Square's being so cool about really. They're gonna go full blast with this, and I think it's awesome. It's really, really cool. So yeah,
very
that's
cool.
the one I'm super excited about.
Why? Now I have no idea what people are referring to.
Disney Infinity.
Oh, Pink Panther wanted to know. That's what it was. Pink Panther wanted to know if you would ever do a Disney movie.
If I would ever do a Disney movie, yeah, of course. I love Disney stuff.
Disney Infinity. Which voices you did Disney Infinity stuff?
Yeah, I was in the first Disney Infinity. I was that was a while ago, but I was 3 different races of stuff. I was this I was this cool bunny warrior kind of race.
Cool.
I was a cowboy or zombie cowboys, I think. I don't remember, but I did, and these rock creature guys. There are all these different things that I did in there.
Very cool. Why are they?
Yeah.
Why are they referring to you as a Sith Lord? Oh, I see. If you were in Star Wars, you'd be the next new Sith Lord. Huh.
I would be a Sith Lord.
Would you be a Sith Lord in real life? Would you be a Sith or a Jedi?
You know what? I don't know. My favorite Jedi, because of that question, is Ki-Adi Mundi, and he's the Jedi. He's in Phantom Menace or one of the third one or whatever. I'm not sure which one it is, but they're all terrible.
Yeah, he's in the third one.
But he's the one with the giant head, and that kind of comes up a cone.
Oh,
He has
yeah.
kind of a gray Fu Manchu.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's the only Jedi that can tap into the dark side because of how his brain
Cool.
is formed and not be affected by it.
That's cool.
So he can do fucking lightning shit. He's
I love that.
nobody. It's so that is. I guess I would still be a Jedi, but if I was a Jedi, I'd be him.
You'd be a Jedi with the ability to channel Sithness, but only in limited situations.
I wouldn't say I'm like a villain. I always like to put myself in the anti-hero category. So whatever.
Like a Malcolm Reynolds or like a.
A Jedi lightsaber
something.
is fine.
Do it. What? Lightsaber fight?
You want to?
I am
What?
Optimus Prime.
Yeah, I know. The character starts
Still
with
working on that.
forces.
That's like Sam being unaffected by the ring in Lord of the Rings. Very apt, very apt observation. Too bad he died rather easy.
What color lightsaber?
Oh, good question.
That's a hard question.
I'm gonna go green. Like Kyle Katarn's lightsaber.
I guess I always go
By the way,
green.
I have
I'd probably go green.
Kyle, calm down now.
What happened?
Purple, come on with a purple, green with a purple glow. Wow, you guys are just getting. You guys are starting to list impossible lightsabers.
Actually, I don't know.
Stop it.
Now that I think about it, I like the black one too.
Oh,
The black lightsaber is
classic.
cool as hell.
What are you, Sabermania?
Huh?
Sabermania?
Saber. The no, I'm referring to Star Wars Unleashed, like
Oh, the game, yeah.
because they have all the different colors in that, which is an Unleashed series. I've not flicked.
Thank you.
Love the
I have
Unleashed.
all the Star Wars PC games above me.
Kyle,
Please.
thank you for sharing. So now people are just listing colors.
Yeah, there's a bunch of colors.
You're just listing
Brown,
colors.
Yellow, 7, 25.
Thanks, whoever asked this question.
Oh,
Yeah.
colors are great. We need them to see things and know when to stop and go.
Yes, this is true. This is a
Um,
function of color.
This,
You can identify different kinds of Jedi and Sith by the color of their lightsaber.
I went analogous with the color thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, because we have what, like 8 minutes left.
Oh my God, we have 8 minutes left. Yes.
I'll tell my Hideo Kojima story real quick
Yes, absolutely.
because I met him for like 2 minutes and it was awesome. And but so I was at Square Enix talking to a rep there about stuff, and I see him walk by, and like I go and he's like has like, these guards everywhere, and he's trying to get somewhere super fast because he's like God, and he needs
If he
to
doesn't
do
stop
things.
moving, he'll be tackled.
He'll be tackled.
Yeah.
And I go up to the guy to shake his hand, and I get like a face palms like no signature, no picture. I was like no. I was like watashi wa seiyu, and
What
they
about
stopped, and they're like what, and they're like okay, and they let me shake his hand, and I was like Sumimasen, Kojima-san, like I just want to say I love your work, and I was like I fanboyed out. I was just like I hope to be on one of your projects soon, and he was so nice.
Cool.
And he was like see you, he's like good game here, and I was like yeah, Final Fantasy explode, and like and he's like Final Fantasy. He doesn't speak very much English.
We are going to commercial. Thank you so much, Orion Acaba, for joining us. We hope to see you many times. From the looks of it, we'll have you back a lot with all the
Yeah.
projects that you can talk about.
Yeah. I have, and there are other there's other Type 0 stuff coming up, so I will be back.
So look out for that, guys. Follow him on Facebook. Like him on Facebook. Follow him on
When I step into the secret laboratory, I throw a Hadouken. Hadouken.
Look at Green Donut. Oh, I got him. I got him.